Let's look at the recent attack which happened in Faru community in Maradun Local Government Area. And I have joining me via Zoom is President and CEO Security Watch Africa Initiative, Patrick Agbambo. Thank you so much for being here. Right, I hope you can hear me, and we hope that we can also hear you as well. What do you make of this recent attack on the innocent souls in Zamfara State?
It is sad, the attack is bad, and so it's coming after some kind of respite. For some weeks now, there have been respite from most of the communities in that part of the northwest, but came at the time when many people were not expecting. And those areas, particularly in Maradi and Bakura local governments, have been the major points of where some of these attacks have been going on because of its rich resources.
Well, but the thing is, you said that not everyone expects this. No one should expect that people should come into their community when they're supposed to be sleeping or resting or even living in peace, and someone comes around to disrupt the livelihoods. But how many lives would have to be taken before these criminals are defeated, do you think?
It's sad that we're experiencing what we have now generally in the country and in the northwest particularly. But it's something that you will agree with me that there's some advantage. There are some successes that have been recorded recently in that fight against these bandits, because so many of them are being eliminated. But for any single life that is lost, any single citizen's life that is lost is not acceptable. So we expect that people should be protected more. But be that as it may, you know that Zamfara and most parts of those that northwest, there are three major issues that cause or escalate that conflict. The natural gold deposit in that area, the criminal elements who wants to make money by adoption and kidnap for ransom, then the reprisal attack between people living who supposed to live together, and again cattle rustling. The cattle rustling is behind the reprisal attacks, and some of these attacks that were recorded over there. So it's sad, but all three major things are taking off. Women sadly still continue to record some of these senseless attacks in those areas.
The issue of the insecurity which is taking a toll on the northern part, the northern economy. I wanted to speak to this, how it is affecting them, because they're not able to go to their farmlands, to get some of these economy going, the indices going, and how this is affecting the nation as a whole.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's definitely affecting the nation, and it will affect the nation drastically in coming months if this is not put to check, because 70% of the food, agricultural produce consumed in Nigeria that are not imported comes from the north. And with people not being able to go to their farm, the various farms, to carry out their legitimate activities, then it portends great danger in terms of food insecurity in the country. And that, I think, is one of the reasons why government and the people must seriously ensure that this doesn't continue. Let's take this last attack that happened in Maradun and Bakura, for example. The reports which I confirmed from sources over there is that there were so many people, those people who attacked these communities came in with so many motorcycles and driving through communities to get to some of these communities where they started shootings periodically and many people were killed. In this situation, no information was passed to the security agencies, and the security agencies were not readily available to be able to put a stop to this. So I think there is a lack of interest from the communities to stop this, and also the security agencies not meeting up to the responsibilities. Yes, the security agencies, as we speak, currently are being overstretched. I know that the operation Hadirin Daji in the northwest, they are trying their best, but they still need to do more because citizens cannot be killed and the economy of the country being affected wantonly.
Well, but then a lot of people have spoken about community policing, but we know that many communities have set up vigilante groups to protect residents from attacks by these bandits. But it looks like some of these bandits are from some ethnic extraction, and there is this killing tit for tat among happening, saying, okay, you've killed us, we're coming back to also, just like you said a little earlier, reprisal attack. So what then would you recommend as the solution? Because it looks like we are setting up our own security watch, but then nothing seems to be changing.
Yeah, sincerely speaking, and speaking from a security perspective, communities cannot victoriously or cannot strongly defend themselves against the Maradun bandits because of the caliber of the arms they are bringing into the what the communities can only do is provide intelligence, provide timely intelligence to security agencies, and that has been lacking, and that is not what is doing that has been happening in those communities because of. Some have said because when they inform the security agencies, they don't arrive on time and they are being exposed to this danger. But that shouldn't be. I believe that the best way to handle this is that keep on passing this information timely anyway, so that you can be protected. But seriously looking at it, I think that with the pressure being put on the military, being present in all the 36 states of the country currently, that puts a lot of challenge on the protection of lives. And I would like to call on the Nigeria Police Force because they have an intelligence unit which is supposed to go into some of all these communities. And we have the Department of State Security Service, State Securities, who are also supposed to also work underground to provide information. But so far, in these areas where we're having this crisis or attacks, we have not seen such being successful. So we only wait for attacks to happen, then the military will respond. And it cannot continue in that format.
Right, absolutely. We also, anything we talk about, we still go back to the security agencies. Remember that the CDS, the chief of staff, the CDS, General Lucky Rabal said that made us understand that there is a connivance between the soldiers, some soldiers, and the criminals, the terrorists, the bandits. So how come this is happening? I wanted to speak to the fact that this happens and affects our struggle against insecurity, and it also talks about the question of patriotism. How can you, who are expected to ensure our integrity and sovereignty, conniving with the bandits? So where are we going to go from here if we are having this sabotage or saboteurs among us?
Seriously, that is the the factor behind the unsuccessful fight against insecurity in the country, across the country, where you have sabotage from within the system, because we have some people who are Nigerians who, for either one ethnic lineage, want to protect their own part of the country, and thereby not providing enough information to withstand attacks. You have some who are sabotaging the operations based on economic reasons, and some who are sabotaging the operations because they cannot face the pressure over there. So, and that is the major issues, pointing to the fact of Nigerians, some Nigerians not being patriotic, don't looking at it that this is something that will affect all of us. Because if in the northwest, as it is today, there is food scarcity, it will affect every part of this country. And that, I believe that even those who somehow who are supposed to fight, but are providing information to even the bandits, or providing ammunition to even the bandits, or providing covers to them, then it's going to affect all of us. And I think that it boils down to the society. We have, for a very long time, forgotten that there's no other country than this country, Nigeria. When there are crises, there's nowhere we can go and get protection. So I think that if you are in the military services or in the security services generally, you owe the country lots of allegiance. You owe them to protect them. They make sure that if they fight, no matter who is coming, so long as you are on the right path.
Yeah.
So I think that we should go back to the society to make sure that we Nigerians believe and act in protection of our country, Nigeria. So I agree with the Chief of Defense Staff, General Irabo, in saying that, and that is the basic way we can be able to resolve our insecurity challenges.
How concerned are you about this, Mr. Agbambu? You know, where we know the hideouts of these, you know, the criminals, the terrorists. We know where they are. We have our equipment. We've deployed some of these drones to survey where they are. But why have we not rained bombs on them? Why have we not stopped them in their tracks so as to ensure that we put paid to these insecurity issues in the country?
Yeah, that is, I must tell you, it's not very easy, because you know that Nigeria has largely succeeded in the northeast successfully defeating Boko Haram, and though with the emergence of ISWAP now trying to show his capacity. But Nigeria largely succeeded in that, as is because the communities vacated some of those areas, giving way for total military operations. And that is the only way you can successfully flush out these criminals, these bandits. But with communities on the runaway, on the way, in some of these leading to where these bandits are hibernating, there's little you can do in terms of trying to eliminate them totally, because there will definitely be collateral damages. Because some of these communities, I have visited many of these trouble spots in the Northwest, and I can tell you that the closeness between some communities to these forests where these bandits are staying, camping, it's so much that if there is serious military operation, then Nigerians will lose so many citizens. And I believe that the government in those areas should work out a plan either to relocate some of these people to a more safer place, so that the military, the Nigerian Air Force, then the ground force, which is the Nigerian Army, can actually carry out the operations. Yeah. We have the platforms to do this. We have the capacity. We know where they are, but they are being limited in carrying out these operations, because most of the time these bandits use these citizens as human shield to protect and make sure that
Yeah.
they are not killed. And that is the big challenge. Some of them, they go to communities to adopt people and to keep within their camps as a way of saying, okay, if we are being attacked, then these people were also being killed. And no military, no security personnel wants to kill innocent people because you want to
Right.
kill criminals. And that is the biggest challenge we're having currently. I think that the best thing to do right now is governments in those states to work out a means of reducing or removing people, relocating them from where they are currently,
Right.
so that there will be total military operations in that area.
Well, the ultimate goal is for us to ensure that this security issue is put to a standstill. Is put to we end it once and for all. President and CEO, Security Watch Africa Initiative, Patrick Agwambo, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you very much.